And this one comes from Jasmine. She says, and this is more of a theme dream. It's kind of a long dream, so I'll do it as we go along. Um, she says, in my dream, I find myself in a big house. It's similar to the house that I and my husband live in, but it's much bigger. There's lots of activity in the house and many people, mostly family or extended family. And I come to know that everyone has gathered for celebrating my birthday. It's an impromptu thing. So obviously this is about your birth. And it's going to be talking about then influences that you have from that time that you need to deal with. So you say, just sort of thrown around, and people who could come, they came. I go to a room upstairs and a few of the ladies there show me a box which contains a beautiful ethnic embroidered outfit. I'm from India, you say in brackets, and it's along with elegant jewelry pieces. So I love that. So this is asking you to display who you are culturally, like don't forget your culture, include that in who you are. But I also, the part earlier you said it's just people who could come came. That's not really good, because that's not what you would think about for your birthday. At least you shouldn't be thinking. You should be thinking everybody who loves me wants to come and celebrate my birthday with me, especially in a dream. So something shows that you hold yourself back when it comes to realizing your value and your importance and so on. But I do like the ethnic embroidered outfit, so include your origin in how you display yourself. The jewelry pieces are always about spiritual gifts because they're the most precious part of you. So you brought gifts with you and you're meant to use them. They give the box to me saying it's for me. I take it. You don't say who gave it to you, but always whoever gives you a gift in a dream is a guide. So it's useful if you know. I find myself thinking, oh, it's my birthday. They have come for, and I am dressed in my casual homewear. I should go and change into something appropriate. So this is the theme that starts here and just continues throughout the dream. You feel like you're not dressed appropriately. Now, clothes in dreams represent attitudes or roles, but let's stick with attitudes. It makes you, it says that you don't ever feel that you're bringing the right attitude to things, or you're not doing something properly, if we look at roles. And that can only come from somebody. We don't come in with issues. We come in clear, like a blank slate. And then because of mom and dad's reaction to us, we pick up issues. And so you've picked up an issue that says that you feel like you don't always have an attitude that matches what is required for an occasion. And that's got to come from one of your parents. I'm going to say mom. But you can correct me. So you say I should go and change into something appropriate. I go to my room and search in the closet, but every outfit that I take out has either the top missing or the bottom missing. So again, it's like that's your pain. You're always feeling like I'm not approaching this right. I'm not, I'm letting somebody down. That's probably an easier way to put it, because that's probably how it feels to you, that I am letting somebody down by not coming to the situation with the right attitude. You say, meanwhile, I'm required somewhere, probably the kitchen, and I go there. The thought of being poorly dressed for the occasion is still bothering me. And I have that bolded because that's the thing. You feel inadequate for probably most situations. So if you can look at your life as you go through life, do you feel like, oh, I'm not doing this right, or I'm not approaching this right, or it's my fault I didn't bring the right attitude, or I should have done something differently when it comes to it, etc., etc., etc. You need to fix that. You need to heal that. And of course, that's going to be by going back and healing the issues with mom. And I'm saying mom because your mom shows up later in the dream. You said there have been tables set out for lunch and many family members are having their lunch on one of the tables. And I suddenly see my youngest brother, in brackets you say, in real life he hasn't been in touch with me or any family member for the past several years. I go over to him and I tell him that I am so happy to see him there. He says one of his friends told him that a birthday celebration had been planned for me, so he decided to come and join the party. I then go over to the next table where my mother and older brother are, and I tell my mom that my youngest brother is here too and ask her if he came to meet her. She said yes, he came over for a minute, chatted with her and went away as usual. I remember thinking to myself, if anyone had told me about this party, I would have let my second brother and his wife know about it so they could have come too. Now, when they hear about it, they would feel so bad that I didn't tell them. Now note how she feels about other people feeling left out or being left out. So that's what you feel. So you can always tell, you can, in dreams, I'm looking for the core wound. And I see it in the dreams based on how you feel. So at the start of life, you feel like you're letting people down. Right at the start, you're an infant. You've just been born. How on earth could you let anybody down? So that was your parents' reaction to you that you picked up. So it's all on them. But of course, it's now your wound that you have to deal with. And you here focusing on the people, on feeling bad that other people are left out, means that you felt left out or feel left out in life. So that it started at the start of life, but now it shows up in, again, you can tell what somebody's core wound is by looking for what they do to help other people avoid. So if you're at a party and you see somebody walk into that party and nobody greets them, nobody even notices they walk in, do you feel so bad that you would go over, even if it's not your party, and welcome them and talk to them and chat with them? Because if that's what you would do, that's you trying to help somebody avoid the pain that you already experienced. That's what we do in life. We do things to help other people avoid the pain that we don't want to experience ourselves. And so you can tell by somebody's actions what their issue is, and from their dreams what their issue is, because the dream will show the actual wound. So if you feel left out or feel invisible, that is what the dream is about. And again, it comes from your start to life. You talk about the brother and the brother talk, but again, it's all about coming up to, isn't this amazing? This person's here, but your focus is on the one that you see all the time, your brother and his wife. You're not thinking, you're not happy for the brother that was there. You are a little bit, but you're more unhappy for the person who got neglected. And so that's key. Next, I find myself carrying the box that I was given, thinking that I can wear that beautiful outfit since I can't find any of my own to wear. As I'm taking it to my room, someone asks me, "Oh, you already got your gift?" I say, "Yes." I wanted to say, "But I didn't know this was my birthday gift." But I don't say it and I move on. Then I'm feeling embarrassed that people haven't even had a chance to enjoy the proper cake cutting and birthday wishing, and I already have the gift in my hands before all of that. How people must be feeling about it. And I am feeling more embarrassed about it. Again, so it's your birthday and you're worried about about you doing something wrong. That you've been given a gift and you've opened that gift before, you're like out of place. You're the one out of place, etc., etc. So again, that means that in your life, in your childhood, this is where you pick this issue up. And you're concerned that other people must be feeling terrible because you've done something wrong. You've just been born. You can't do anything wrong. So again, that's going to come about in your life today. You're going to feel all the time like I'm doing something wrong, I'm approaching it wrong, but the dream tells you where it comes from. And this feeling embarrassed that you've done something wrong. So it should be very easy for you to identify that this is pervasive in my life. It definitely is there. You say, I go to my room, open the box to put on that outfit and find that there's only the top. The bottom is missing. And then you woke up. And the dream, you called the dream my birthday celebration. But you weren't celebrating. You were almost panicking all the way through this dream, which is not good. So even when you open the gift, it's not all there. It's not complete. So you feel incomplete. You feel like that your role, your approach to things, your attitude that you bring to things is missing something. And in some way, you're letting other people down. So you've taken too much responsibility on yourself. But again, all connected to mom, because she's the one that shows up in the dream. You need to cut the ties with mom. It's going to change your world in a way that you couldn't possibly even imagine. So Jasmine, thank you for sending in the dream. Does it seem harsh for me to say you need to cut the ties with your mom or do some other therapy? It can be another therapy that will help you deal with the issues that she's given you. And I said the same to Amy beforehand. And it's just coincidental that that's what both people need to do. But of course, the situation is going to be unique for each of you. It's all about your childhood and the specifics of your birth and your relationship with your mom. But we come here for that. We come here to deal with the issues that we already have in the spirit world. We project them into the physical world, mostly by conditioning from parents. And that's done deliberately so that we can then live a life with the issue, really ground ourselves in it, like soak it in, and then do something later in life that will allow us to heal from that issue. And it transforms us. It absolutely transforms us. And this is the work I love to do, working with people to help them heal childhood traumas. And I have 3 levels on the course that I do coming up on the February 19th. If you're interested, you can go to dream-analysis.com/healing and find out about it. But it's why we come here. The top level on that course, I call it the transformation level, because when you do the healing, when you work with me, and I jokingly say I drag you by the ear by reading your dreams, and I make you do all the things that your higher self is saying you need to do for just 8 to 10 weeks, say, that typically that's how long it takes. You will be a changed person just for listening to your dreams for 8 to 10 weeks and listening to them properly and doing what they say. The world will be a different world for the rest of your life after that. So much so that most people say to me, can I now work on something else? And usually you're told not to. You're meant to just live in that changed space. Yeah, you can work on yourself later on, but not straight away. Thank you for watching this clip from the Dream Interpretation Podcast. If you want to hear the whole show, there's a link directly under this video. Please like and share with your friends, all of your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast at thedreaminterpretationpodcast.com. That's also where you can submit your dream to the show and have yours featured. You can also download my free dictionary that has thousands of symbols that will help you understand the meaning of your dreams. Thanks for listening.